So we are a Green Tree USA state or a city, and we have had several grants from the Ohio EPA, from the American Lung Association, federal and state grants, and we pride ourselves of keeping our children in the least amount of pollution possible. So it's done a really good job for us. We're very proud. It financially made sense, and it also made sense for our children's lungs. So back in 2014, we realized that, or we noticed that the prices of gasoline and diesel both were spiking up, spiking down. It's hard to budget, so it's hard to ask the treasurer, we need an extra $250,000 a year because price went up 20 cents a gallon. But we noticed with the propane market, it's very stable. And with that being very stable, it's easier to budget. We usually use diesel world. We were using 250,000 gallons of diesel a year. So when you use that much fuel and you're off 20 cents a gallon, that makes a big difference. So that was one thing, was the variable of the price cost. It's also cleaner. That was definitely another reason why we wanted to do that. They're more American independent, so propane market comes 93% comes from America. We buy diesel fuel and other types of fuels from foreign countries, so that definitely helps support America. So the drivers were a little hesitant at first, but once they started driving them, they realized that the noise and the ability for the drivers to hear the kids, the noise level was down. So when the noise level of the engine's down, then the noise level of the children are down too. We also noticed, we have a man that handles nothing but the security on the buses. Before he couldn't hear what was going on in the buses, and now we know when we have a propane bus, he can actually hear what's going on, who started the fight, or whatever it else. So we usually put on about 15,000 miles a year per bus. So it equates to about 600,000 miles a year we have tires rolling on a propane bus. We've had probably 40 to 50% less in maintenance cost. As far as the filter cost is less, they only use about a third of the cost, or a third of the oil. So you're 7 quarts of oil instead of 21 or 24 quarts of oil. I'm sticking with at least 40% savings in cost per mile. We've broken it down from cost per mile for fuel and cost per mile for services. Even the hours the mechanics spend. It takes about an hour and a half to do a B service, which is a full oil change and everything on a propane bus, and we're talking closer to 3 hours for a diesel because of all the extra filters and emissions pieces and parts that they've got to maintain and inspect. And we've had a really good track record of the ability to keep them going, and the reliability of them is just unbelievable.